All Arkansas, all sports. It's more sports.
All right, welcome back. We are back, and we're going to talk some more high school football. We got coaches ready to join us. We're going to start with Quad Sanders out of Bryant. The Hornets get it done tonight against a team out of Georgia. Coach, welcome into the show. How are you? And congratulations.
Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. Good. I mean, couldn't be much better. You know, you get a win, you got to be happy. You got to celebrate that win for sure.
How'd that feel just for your guys? I mean, back-to-back weeks. A tough week, Salt Bowl, now this week with the out-of-state team. How were your guys?
Man, they came out with a lot of energy. I'm proud of them guys, man. I mean, that team was really good. Like I told them earlier in the week, it doesn't make or break you whether you win or lose the game. You definitely will always want to come out with the win. I don't know how they took that, but they just, you got to stay even keel all the way through a long season. You know, you can't get up too high, you can't get up, not get down too low. But they, them dudes came out and played against a really, really good team. I mean, shoot, they played Douglas County in Georgia, who I think is ranked 22 or some, or number 14. You know, man, they're ranked high in Georgia. And you know Georgia football, really, Georgia might be the mecca of football, per capita, even higher than Texas and California. With rank with dudes, and they got some dudes. They got a lot of young dudes, but they got some dudes.
We got Tyler Updegrove and Joe T. Robinson joining us in our chat now. Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win over Jonesboro. That was an exciting game.
Well, it was yeah. That's a good way to put it. We got to play better football.
Back and forth in your game. What was the key that finally to get it done?
Well, defensively, we finally figured it out a little bit in the secondary. And then, I mean, special teams made a lot of big plays. Keem Frampton and Deuce Williams both returned a kick. I think we got 2 picks late when they had the ball at the 1, got a penalty, and then we got a pick. So that was huge.
Coach Sanders, who got it done for you? Who was kind of a couple of key players to help Bryant beat that team out of Georgia?
Boy, I'm gonna say we did it by committee. We did it by committee, man. We had all 3 running backs did a heck of a job being able to run on them guys. Both quarterbacks came in and did a heck of a job. And then on defense, we just rallied. Man. You knew they were going to run the ball. I mean, they got 3 running backs with everybody in the country offered all 3 of them, I believe. And the O-line is 6'6" across the board, man. They are huge dudes. And so we had to get it done by committee on both sides of the ball, or else we wouldn't have been able to get it done.
I felt like there was going to be an electric atmosphere there for that game with that team from out of state. How was it?
No, it was. I mean, they traveled pretty well because I think they travel everywhere, man. Last year they went to East St. Louis, where they flew to East St. Louis and played them within 1 score. And we happened to be looking for a game, and they were looking for another travel game. And we were fortunate enough to get them on the schedule. And man, that's what they do. They like to travel for out of conference games, and their fans travel well, and they're a quality opponent for sure.
Well, 2-0, and the road doesn't get any easier for you now.
Oh no, it ain't ever gonna be easy. Week in, week out, you go against great coaches and great players. No matter what the record say, if you come in half stepping, and you'll get embarrassed, man.
Coach Sanders, thank you. Hey, and congratulations. That's a big win for the state of Arkansas. I was happy to see y'all get it done.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Hey, congrats, Coach, on the close one.
Quad Sanders joining us. Thanks, Coach. Take care. Coach
Congrats,
Updegrove.
Coach. I don't know if you can hear me there. Sorry.
He good. I got you fixed. It's all good. We got Zach Clark also joining us now. He's going to pop in up in Searcy, and they get it done also. Congratulations, Coach. Got a little run here, a good streak of coaches that won joining us on the show.
Appreciate it. It was a big win for us. Things kind of went our way in the first half. We did play extremely well. We were up 34-7 at halftime, and then we had 3 turnovers on offense and just kind of hung on to get a 10-point win. But that credit goes to Valley View. They're a good team, and they didn't lay down in the second half, and they battled.
I got both of you guys played a team from Northeast Arkansas tonight with Joe T playing Jonesboro, getting the victory, and Coach Clark getting it done against Valley View. Northeast Arkansas football is not known for producing, state championship type teams, but the feeling is they're improving.
No, yeah, Coach George has got a good
Absolutely.
bunch at Jonesboro. They got after us tonight.
Coach Clark?
You know, yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's what historically it hasn't been real strong, but the two schools in Jonesboro, I mean, they do a great job. There's Marion, West Memphis. I mean, there's a lot of good football in East Arkansas that I'm impressed, and I'm glad we had a kind of that non-conference. I think that was that's a good matchup for us.
Coach Updegrove, I got to see your first half last week against Pulaski Academy, and that Frampton kid, he's the real deal, man. He can get it done. He is fast. I saw a highlight tonight. He just another electric highlight from him. I guess another big game from him.
Yeah, he had I guess he had a kickoff return for a touchdown, and then he had one of the best catches I've seen, one-handed going down the sideline, and I guess took it about 30 more yards for a touchdown. And he's a special kid. But between him and Deuce, it's kind of pick your poison right now.
Yeah, Deuce had a big game too for you guys. How's it feel to be 2-0?
It's a lot better than being 1-1 or 0-2. So I'm really proud of our kids because although it wasn't exactly pretty tonight at times, I really felt like we played, if one side wasn't getting it done, the other one, kind of picked them up. So that's big.
Well, it's big too to win a close game like that. That's going back and forth. That's something that you can fall back on later in the season.
100%.
Coach, we appreciate you jumping on board. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you, sir. Congrats, Coach Clark.
Hey, you too, Tyler. Congrats.
We got Zach Clark from Searcy hanging out with us. Oh, I see Cortez Lee has joined the conversation. Mills Comets get a victory tonight. Hey, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Hey, thank you very much.
All right, kind of like see, you guys are on opposite ends. Zach Clark and Searcy, y'all got off to a big lead and then held off Valley View. Coach Lee, Mills fell behind early tonight. First score I saw was you were losing, and then the next score I saw you blew them out. What happened?
Yeah, they started off with great energy, big special teams play. After that, we had a 3-and-out, and they scored big again with that exciting player number 1. But after that, we buckled down and we ran off 43 straight points.
Coach Clark, who was key for you guys tonight? Who kind of led the way for Searcy?
Offensively, I think Jacob Miles had 4 touchdown passes. Will Manning caught 2, and we got Cooper Jones, a running back. This was his first game, but in the first half, defensively, we really like our front. We like our linebacker. We played really well. Hadn't played too many snaps in the second half, but defensively, our D line and inside linebackers really dominated the first half.
What's next for Searcy?
We've got Harrison next week. We go to Harrison, so I'm excited to see how we handle a tough road trip.
Yeah, and usually you can count on them running the ball and having to stop the run against Harrison.
Right. They're a tough team. Very good team out of the 5A West, and it ought to be a good matchup.
Coach Clark, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Wes. Appreciate it.
We'll talk to you soon. Coach Lee, who are your go-to guys, the bell cows tonight?
We had our backup quarterback, Kingston Burnett. He had a big night tonight throwing the ball. Our sophomore receiver, Torrance Talbert, our other sophomore receiver, Chase Slater. Both of those guys were huge tonight. They both scored twice. And also our running back, Zamari McDonald. I was super proud of those guys.
So Eli Moody wasn't able to go tonight?
No, he didn't play tonight. He had a little nick in his thigh, so he's about 90%, but we just wanted to have him fresh. We have a bye next week, so we wanted to give him 2 weeks to be 100%.
How's the transition gone for him for the first year, from freshman to sophomore? Have you seen that jump?
Yes, I have, Wes. He's actually gotten stronger. We're also trying to just improve mechanics because he wants to be a quarterback, and that's what we want him to be. He set big-time records last year, 2,300 rushing, 1,900 passing. So we really want to capitalize on his throwing ability because most people try to stop the run with him as our quarterback. So overall, man, we've been working mechanics and trying to get him better.
Last year, a big story was, well, of course, him as a freshman, but all the talent that you have. But your defense, I thought your defense got overlooked last year and how strong it was. What are you seeing out of your defense this year?
Yeah, I agree, Wes. Last year, man, we also set records. Out of our 13 games, we had 6 shutouts and held our opponents down, with the exception of a couple playoff games. But this year, Wes, we're real young again. We have 24 sophomores. We have 5 seniors, and we're expecting this defense to take a few little hits early on, but overall, we're physical and fast, and I'm expecting them to get it as we continue to play.
Your thoughts on Ashdown?
Man, they were a lot solid last year. We had our way with them, but this year I think Coach has have more. He has more talent. Those guys seem to understand his scheme a lot better, and they play well as a unit. And hey, they jumped out on us and kind of surprised us a little bit. But I think they're improving, and if Coach continues to get more athletes there and have them play as a unit, Ashdown can make some noise one day.
What do y'all? You got your bye this week, and then you said where are you going?
Yeah, then Blytheville comes to us that following week after the bye. So we're just going to get healthy, keep working our habits to make sure we improve, and I think we're headed in the right direction.
Is it nice that after all those road games you had last year to have some home games?
Exactly, Wes. We had 7 road games, man. I had never been a part of that. So this year we have 8 home games. That's so weird. So we like being at home in front of our fans and easy transition going home every night.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, and congratulations on the victory over Ashdown.
Hey, thanks, Wes, for everything you do.
You bet. Cortez Lee joining us on More Sports. Let's take a look and check out the scoreboard. The First Security Bank scoreboard on Hootens.com. I'll refresh that for you. Share the screen so that you can take a look at it, and also take a look at, and we can check out some of the scores from around the state. There you go. Some of the games from last night, the 2 games that were played, Maumelle and Parkview over at War Memorial Stadium. Parkview wins at 42-14. Great game down in Hot Springs, Arkadelphia, 38-34 over the Trojans. Rogers wins 47-6 over Muskogee. Greenwood rolls, although early in the game, it was a little closer score, but then they pull away 61-14. Purple Dogs, how about Fayetteville? They come back, they get the job done, 30 and come from behind, actually. At one point when I was watching this game, Fayetteville was trailing, and they come back and beat Broken Arrow 18-17. That was a thriller. Springdale gets a victory over Van Buren 52-41. Springdale lost to Central last week, so they bounced back. Rogers Heritage falls to Carl Junction out of Missouri. Bentonville 41-17 over Conway. Got to watch a little bit of that game, and tell you what, that was an impressive win for Bentonville. Conway had a chance early in that game, got a turnover, but the Bentonville defense stepped up and kept them from scoring a touchdown on that drive. That turned out to be huge. And Conway falls on the road. We're going to bring in John Fogelman, head coach down at Malvern. Coach, what's going on? How are you? See if we can. There he is. Coach, you got me? I don't think Coach can hear me. Stop the screen sharing. See if that has something to do with it. Coach is frozen. That's what it is. Got some bad reception there. I'll text Coach. Get that screen back for you. There he is. There you go.
There we go.
Hey, now we got you. Yeah, you froze on us for a second. That's okay. How are you doing?
Well, I've been better, to be honest.
A tough one tonight.
Rough one tonight, yeah.
What did you? Let's start with your team. How did you feel like y'all played?
First half we played good. I think defensively, we caused 5 turnovers, and you'd think you'd win in one of those games. But in between those turnovers, we sure gave up some good plays. We were worn down. It's been a long week, but boy, give Glenn Rose a lot of credit.
What'd you see out of Glen Rose?
Defensively, they did a good job stopping the run. We had some big plays, and then second half we just offensively we had really struggled. We didn't get lined up right. We blew routes. We blew a lot of assignments. Offensively, Gage Hood for them really did a good job with their quarterback read run game.
What about out of your team? Any players you can point out that did the job for you?
Well, unfortunately, we had some guys that we've got some injuries and had some more guys play more minutes and go both ways a lot more than we really needed to, and wanted to. But Aiden Delamar played a lot. Kalen Cooper really played well. But at some point, those guys need some rest.
Is this turning in? It's a pretty good rivalry game. That's one that these teams look forward to playing.
Yeah, they've got a really good crew that came in. I know they got a couple of years worth. Last year we were very fortunate to win right towards the end of the game, and just couldn't pull it out this year.
What's next for you guys?
Next, the Rice Birds. I know they're off to a good start, and we'll be facing another good quarterback, Kane Price, and we're gonna have to get healthy and turn around quick.
Yeah, we had Coach Price. He called in a little earlier on the show. They got that game over with pretty quick, a lot quicker than your game. I think
Yeah,
if it was outside an hour ago, he talked to us.
Yeah, we second half turned into there were a lot of penalties, both sides of the ball, both teams, and we didn't get off the field till a little bit ago.
Wow. So what is it y'all can take away from this game? Your guys can learn from.
It's a physical game, so we've got to understand, and I think they'll come out of it. I think last year was physical as well, and we turned around, played a lot better week 3 than we had the previous 2. So, hopefully we'll do that again.
Coach, we appreciate it. Thank you for calling in. Hey, you figured it out. You had doubts. You were worried about this.
Yeah, you guys are probably a little bit more technology savvy than I am. So, yeah, I appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right.
We'll talk to you soon. John Fogelman joining us, head coach down at Malvern. And I appreciate him calling in after a tough loss this evening to Glen Rose. Have to get the Coach Keener on here to talk a little bit about their game. Let's go back to the Hooten scoreboard brought to you by First Security Bank. I'll share that with you so you can take a look at it. We were looking at that. We were talking about the Bentonville game, knocking off Conway 41-17. That's 2 top 5 teams in the state of Arkansas. Of course, you've had Bryant ranked number 1. They'll stay number 1 after beating the team out of Georgia, and Bentonville was number 2. Conway was up there in the top 5. Conway won't fall far, but that was a big win for Bentonville. Bentonville West, who played Greenwood a very close game last week, went to Cabot, knocked off Cabot 52-14. Lake Hamilton wins 42-0 over Southwest. We had Coach Gillerin on the show earlier tonight. There's that Bryant score. That's so impressive. I love seeing that. 31-14 over Newton, Georgia. That Newton team is loaded. Last year, Coach Sanders told us that they had 17 players signed Division I scholarships. 17 off of one school signed D1. It's incredible. Greenbrier wins again, 41-5 over Russellville. So Greenbrier's got wins over Warren in 0 week, and now one over Russellville. Shiloh Christian all over Little Rock Christian Academy, 44-13 is your final one there. Mountain Home wins 28-14. Shootout, I was expecting a lot more points, 42-12. Lakeside, and we know Lakeside's got an outstanding team, but they win over Sheridan in Sheridan, 42-12 is your final score in that one. I meant to share that with you. Sorry about that. My apologies. Trying to get Coach Kelly on here and Coach Rock from Lakeside. to talk about that game. That was the buzz game of the week, and got to hear from Josh Neighbors as Lakeside wins it by 30 over Sheridan. Farmington falls tonight. How about Harbor winning that one 35-21, El Dorado 43-27, and there's that score. We had Coach Updegrove on from Joe T. Robinson a little earlier, 34-33, and that game was back and forth the entire time. Uh, Joe T jumped out to a little bit of a lead, but the Golden Hurricanes came back. They took the lead, and then Joe T scored, and it really went back and forth for the last three. I think the last three touchdowns apiece in that game for each team, just trading scores back and forth. Paragould knocks off Kennett, Missouri. Uh, win 51-7 over Harding Academy. Not used to seeing a score like that. And congratulations, Mark Kelly and the Sylvan Hills Bears. They are 2-0. They knock off Maumelle in the 0 week, get a 2-point conversion stop with 5 seconds left in the game, get their first victory in 20 games, and then they turn around, go on the road, and beat Valonia 46-14. Got a little something cooking in Sylvan Hills with Mark Kelly, his first year there. That's an impressive victory, a good win for Sylvan Hills. Valonia won their first game last week also, so they knocked off a 1-0 team. Alma knocks off Siloam Springs 29-22. BB gets a win. Hearing a lot of good things about BB. They knock off Nettleton 32-14. Searcy, we heard from Zach Clark earlier today. They jumped out to a nice lead over Valley View, and they hold off Valley View. Valley View's got a good team, so that's a good win for Searcy. 37-27. Morrilton, I should say, beat Texarkana, Arkansas High, 41-25. Coach McNabb tried to call in, but he couldn't hear us because of all the noise on the bus. And I'm sure that was a happy bus, a long bus ride from Texarkana to Morrilton, but those guys are having fun driving up Interstate 30 right now. Prairie Grove falls to Tahlequah 42-8. Crossett beats Watson Chapel 42-12. Warren bounces back. They win 28-14. Coach Embry's team last week took one on the chin against Greenbrier, but they bounced back and get a 2-touchdown victory. Newport over Batesville, 27-13. Good win for the Sand Lizards. Dardanelle, 14-10 over Elkins. Elkins last year, this is year 2 playing each other, and last year Elkins mercy ruled and really took it to Dardanelle. Dardanelle, better team this year. Elkins maybe not as strong, but that is a big confidence boosting win for Dardanelle, 14-10 over Elkins. Mina, no problem with Hall, 53-0 is your final there. Clinton gets the win, 38-14 over Heber. Gravett wins over Jay, Oklahoma. Wynn falls. No, Wynn gets the win. How about that? I thought Wynn lost to Forest City, 29-26. So Wynn gets that come from behind victory. They were losing that game, so a good bounce back for Wynn to come back. Nashville 47-20 over Hope. Mills, we heard from Coach Cortez Lee, 43-12. They put the hammer down late in that game and pull away. Dumas knocks off Star City. That's a new score for me, 26-0. No score on box side. Checking with Coach Perry. Caleb Perry was going to join us and try to call in. He said if I can remember, you'd have to remind me. So I have sent him a reminder. We'll see if he calls in here in the next few minutes. Southside, they continue to roll 49-6. Southside's got another good team last year. They felt like very close to being in that semi-state championship game, but fall a little bit short. Poen, how about them? They knock off Cutter Morning Star 38-34. There's that Malvern score. We just had Coach Fogelman on, 35-21. Good win for Glen Rose. Rivalry game. They get it done. They're happy tonight. Rivercrest falls to Gosnell 27-18. Charleston gets the win over Pottsville. Fordyce shutting out Magnet Cove. Salem does the same thing to Prescott, 55-0. Not used to seeing Prescott lose a game like that, 55-0. Got to be something more to that. Pretty good look at the scoreboard right there. Let me get rid of that. Let me see if we got anybody in the green room. Nope, that is it. So we're going to call it a night. Had most of our coaches call in that had committed, and I want to thank Guadney Chevrolet for being a part of the show. Go check them out. James Street exit in Jacksonville this weekend. Always a lot of great deals at Guatney Chevrolet. Check out the website, GuatneyChevrolet.com. You can see all the deals. You can see all the inventory. Pick out some cars, whether it's brand new or used vehicles. And, of course, they're going to give you top dollar for that trade-in that you have. Kelly Blue Book right now, they're just laughing at Kelly Blue Book value, going over Kelly Blue Book value. So let them take care of you at Guatney Chevrolet. Of course, tomorrow, big day. Razorbacks, Red Wolves, got UAPB, UCA. We'll be talking about that next week. Glad you were able to join us. Thank you. We appreciate it. Stick around. Be sure to subscribe if you've been watching on YouTube. We'll be doing it all next week, switching gears from Arkansas State to another great week in college football and the NFL. Thanks for watching. We'll be back Monday with more sports.
All Arkansas, all sports.